welcome to my first Let's Play. My name is Furiora and welcome to Let's Play Bethesda Studios presents The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Oh yes. My personal favourite of the Elder Scrolls series, having played Morrowind and Oblivion before this, and don't even get me started on Elder Scrolls Online. Ugh. So here we are in the opening cutscene. Sorry if I talk all the way through this. I have seen this cutscene so many times, but
you were trying to cross the border,
it's not my third time trying to record
Walked
this
right into
blooming
that Imperial
thing.
ambush, same as us.
Failed recording,
and that thief
crappy
over
studios, you know, just
Damn
all kinds
storm
of
cloaks.
rubbish.
Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. But they hadn't been looking for you.
Yeah. So
Stole
as
that
usual,
horse
you
and
start
halfway
out
to Hammerfell.
completely bound up.
You there,
you know,
you and me.
as
You shouldn't
usual.
be here. It's these storm cloaks the Empire wants.
You know, the start of the Elder Scrolls game.
We're
You're a
all
prisoner.
brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
There.
Ulfric, the Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion.
Just my headset,
They
folks.
captured you. Oh gods, where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Tell you
Hey.
that's it.
What village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Talia, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Oh,
Good. Let's get this over with.
Sure. Mara, Debella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
only 5 of the 9.
Look at him. General Tully is the military governor. And it looks like the Dalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this.
As if you couldn't tell my reaction there, I hate the Thalmor.
This is Helgen. I used to be sweet on a girl from here. Wonder if Vilod is still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in. Funny, when I was a boy, Imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
Who are they, Daddy? Where are they going?
We need to go inside.
Why? I want to watch the soldiers.
Inside the house. Now.
Yeah, I wonder if you can guess where we're
Yes,
going.
Rava.
Get these prisoners out of the carts. Move it!
Why are we stopping?
Why do you think? End of the line.
Oh well.
Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
No, wait, we're not rebels.
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them we weren't with you. This is a mistake.
Step towards the block when we call your name. One at a time.
Empire loves their damn lists.
Don't every figure in when it comes to authority,
Ulfric
though.
Stormcloak. Jarl of Windhelm.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood. Lokir of Rorikstead.
No, I'm not a rebel. You can't do this.
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me.
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward. Who are you?
Who am I? Alright, so after the intro there, I decided, you know, I'm going to tell you a bit about the story myself, since they don't really give you too much of a backstory to this game, which it is a fairly extensive backstory. So currently the land of Skyrim that we are in is in a state of civil war between the Empire and the Stormcloak Rebellion. Now, basically, in a previous war, the Empire signed away a lot of their freedoms to the Thalmor in the White Gold Concordat because basically they were getting their ass kicked. And Ulfric Stormcloak decided that they shouldn't have bent the knee to the Thalmor, they should have gone down fighting, and bested the High King in combat and murdered him. However, because the Empire is a bunch of gits, and it actually, you know, they took it as a murder rather than fair combat, because, you know, with Ulfric Stormcloak besting the king in combat, he is technically the new High King, as it said during the intro, and the Empire don't want him as the High King because he'll break the White Gold Concordat and all kinds of crap will happen. So they declared it a murder and him to be hunted down for treason. So, and as you can see, he's been captured along with us, and we're here to get our heads cut off. So who are we? Well, we're not an Ord, I can tell you that much. We are not a Breton either. Mouse, stop messing about. There we go. We are an Argonian. And as you can see here, one of my first mods I've got running shows itself. This is the Brutish Argonians mod. It makes the Argonian head mesh look a bit more brutey and, in my opinion, draconic. Dragony, and I'm a big fan of dragons, so why wouldn't I pick that? I've also got a secondary texture mod running that gives the Argonians actual scale texture on their body. You can see there on the arms and a bit on the neck. They actually have scales. So we're going to be an Argonian. We're going to be male. And I'm just going to see if my skin tone mod is actually working. It doesn't look like it is. So I'm just going to go with this jet black Argonian. We'll be going with a more purple colour, which is my actual skin tone. But, oh well, I'll go with this black. Weight's good. Complexion, dirt, leave that alone. Now, for the character we're going with, I usually go with this guy here, but I think I'm going to go with this guy today, just a little bit of a... Well, I think I'm not going to bother doing too much with the character, because I've already got a character, basically I'm not going to touch this character at all. I already have a preset saved. Whoops. They already have a preset saved, so we're just going to quickly run through. I'm not even going to bother changing any of this guy. Just going to hit R, and I'll give you a shot of the character when we get there. We are Shade. Oops, I can't spell today.
Are you a relative of one of the Riften dockworkers, Argonian? Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure your remains are returned to Blackmarsh. Follow the captain, prisoner.
This is another thing I hate, is that they have no authority to execute me. I'm not on the list, but they still do it anyway. And also, something I find funny is that his accent changes like 5 times during that cutscene.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
What was that?
I just said
It's
that.
nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the 8 divines
There's
upon
9.
For the love of Talos, shut up!
And there's the
Let's
9th
get
one.
this over.
Learn our... as you wish.
Basically, another thing that the Thalmor banned during
Come
the White
on.
Gold
I haven't got all
Concordat
morning.
was the worship of Talos, who was a mortal man who ascended to the realm of the gods, becoming the
My
9th divine.
ancestors are smiling
And
at
because
Imperials.
the
You say
Thalmor,
the
the High Elves, they think they're the best. Oh, we are the, you know, we're high, we are mighty, we are the best. But no man could ascend to the gods before us. So they ban the worship because they're jealous, basically.
Imperial bastards!
Exactly.
Justice!
Oh, Velod.
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the lizard!
You have no authority. What the?
Here it is again. Did you hear that?
I said, next prisoner!
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
You can't resist, by the way. This is just how it happens. I can't do a thing. Where's his... Also, where did the other guy's body go? Oh, it's still there. Lovely. His head's still there, too.
What in oblivion is that?
What do you think it is?
What do you see?
It's in the clouds!
Alright, alright. Alright, Mr. Boost Rodar.
Come on, the dogs won't give us a chance.
Right with ya.
This way.
Jarl, what is that thing? Could the legends be true?
Legends don't burn down villages.
Let's get moving, come on.
We need to move now! Need to move.
Whoa! Alright, Alvin, alright. So you jump down here. Sorry about that. I'm gonna see if I can get a little thing that I've found funny to happen. Right. See that guy lying on the ground there? Normally Alduin tortures him. If you run up that little bit of log, he runs off without doing it. I don't know why, I've always found that amusing. You get to kind of skip that animation. Everyone acts as if he's been burned. Oh, don't torture yourself.
You're not stopping us this time. Fine, I hope that ready takes you all the summer guard. You, come on, into the keep.
So here you have a choice. You can enter the keep with the Empire or the Stormcloaks. And after the Empire tried to just kill us, I'm going with the Stormcloaks. Screw the Empire. The Empire tried to kill us, so screw that. Alright, so here's where we're going to leave you folks. Just for now, because I'm going to obviously the game's quick saves the moment we get into this area. So I'm just going to load that autosave up and show you the character. Oh, combat music. So until then, see you next time. And welcome back, folks.
We'll meet again in Sodomgard, brother.
Just loaded up my save.
Like we're the only ones who made it.
Yeah, seems to be.
That thing was a dragon. No doubt.
No shit.
Just like the children's stories and the legends.
Yeah, I know.
The harbingers of the end times.
Yeah. Could you
We
help
better
me?
get moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off.
Yeah, thanks, Rayloff.
There you go. You may as well take Gunjar's gear. He won't be needing it anymore.
So this is us. This is Shade.
Grab Gunjar's gear. No shame in
Shade the
borrowing a
Argonian.
friend's axe.
Now you can see a few things that have gone on here. Eye texture mod, a war paint mod, and the feet mod. You know, general stuff. We're gonna grab this guy's stuff, equip it. Drop that and drop that, we don't need those. Now I'm going to put a little restriction on myself. The feet mod I'm using does change some of the textures over to accommodate the three-clawed feet that Argonian really should have, in my opinion. They're a beast race, not a human race. I've always found that this game is one of the laziest examples of development I've ever seen. There's so many bugs and glitches, so many things that by rights shouldn't be there. Like, for example, the only thing that changes with the Argonians is the head mesh and the body and the textures. Nothing else changes. I've always thought it was a bit odd. And the tail, but I've also got the bigger Argonian Tails mod running. But a lot of the unique weapons don't have unique models, it's just an effect and a name, which I've always thought was a bit, if one person can freaking make unique models for these weapons and import them into the game, then surely Bethesda could have done it to begin with, you know what I'm saying? It's like, anyway, back to the thing. I'm putting a restriction on myself that if the footwear doesn't come with it doesn't change the texture, then I can't wear it. Because that, to me, is realism. So, we won't be using that either. So now we're also just going to quickly set up my mods. Pumping Iron's good. Sky UI, that's how I like it. Okay, Dance of Death. This is a kill move mod. We're going to set the kill move chance to 100%, with decapitation chance of 20. with the last enemy and perk restrictions both on, and force perspective from third person. So what this means is, on the last enemy in the room, we will always perform a kill move, and when I get the perk that allows me to decapitate someone, I'll have a 20% chance of that actually going off. The perk restriction system means that certain kill moves will not be available until I get certain perks in the trees, like for example the decapitation one, and it also brings a lot of the kill moves that were programmed into the game but were never actually used. It gives them the flag that allows them to be used again. So there's some really cool stuff. You can set things like if you want the static, the dynamic, rotating, advancing, stuff like that, but I'm just leave them all on because I like the kill moves. And the unlocked grip, we're not going to be enabling. That allows you, that's a cool little mod I've got for another character on here. What that allows you to do is it allows you to change a one-handed weapon to a two-handed grip and vice versa, a two-handed weapon to a one-handed grip. And that can cause some really interesting things. I'm also going to turn on the auto-unequip ammo. I'm going to put the follower add-on there. Because I've always found it annoying that if you equip a bow and then unequip a bow, it doesn't unequip your ammo automatically, which I've always found annoying. So that's our mods all set up.
Get that armor on, and give that axe a few
So
swings.
here we are. This is us, ready
I'm
to
going to
fight.
see if I can find some way out of here.
Now, I'm going to try and do something kind of cool here. I'm going to set both of those up.
This one's locked.
So I've got
Let's see
his
about that
skin
gate.
ready to use as well. Now I'm going to try and play the game in first person as much as I can.
No way to open this from
But
outside.
I'm going to try and pull a little trick off. This trick seems to be very selective.
The
when it lets me do
Imperials!
it.
They cover!
There! There you go. You can actually shoot the captain with fire through the, which I've always found funny. You can shoot her. You can shoot her with fire through the gate. Kill move! Last enemy, guaranteed kill shot. Oh!
Maybe one of these Imperials had the key.
Right, we're going to take that keep key and that blade.
See?
Then we're going to take his armor. Oops, I can't equip those. That, and that. That's better than the Stormcloak. One of them because I hate the Imperials. And equip that. Drop that.
That door.
So, also, you notice I equipped a helmet. But you cannot see it on my body. You might notice that during the opening cutscene as well. Some of the characters didn't have their headgear on. This is another mod. It's the no helmets mod. I've always found it weird, again, laziness. They didn't give helmets like Argonians or Khajiit who have muzzles and horns in Argonians' cases. That, you know, that they can still hit. Okay. That dragon doesn't give up easy, does it, Rayloff? So it says there, press M1 to attack, press M2 to block. If you've got a one-handed weapon, you can block. Well, basically, anytime you're not dual-wielding, you can block. Hold the mouse to do a power attack. So as you can see, it does more damage and staggers. You're dead. I blocked that. Oh, it's nice to glitch it so I was constantly blocking there. Oh, kill shot. I think I've got a little one-handed level up as well. Nice. Going into first, I'll try and play the game in third person as much as I can, but for things like sniping and looting items, I'm going to have to do it in first person because it's a lot more difficult to do it in third for me. Take all those. That potion there, that salt pile. Right. And also, it's more difficult to see here. I'm also using a mod that gives the swords a better textures in this game. It makes them look more like swords. Like if I try and look on the Imperial sword here, it actually looks like a blade. It's got correct proportions. It's thin. It's not too wide. It's not as bulky as the regular ones. So you'll be seeing that.
Done. Let's get moving.
And down here can be a bit of a tricky fight, and depending on what kind of weapons you want to use, it might be an idea to just let this fight go badly for the guys. For me, I'm going to be going with a sneaky build. Oh, nice kill shot. As you can kind of see from the fact I've got the light on, not the heavy armor.
I haven't seen him since the dragon showed up.
Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage.
We're going to be going with one-handed...
Ah, it's locked. See if you can get it open with some picks.
With the picks then.
Might need that gold.
See what I mean?
Swig it out. Grab anything useful.
Oh great, I glitched it. So I've got to try to do like one lockpick. Got ya.
Let's go.
So, search this mage. Obviously, you can actually search him through the cage without opening it, which I've always found a bit weird. And we also just acquired a spell tome there. Now, what spell tomes do is they give you the ability to learn new spells, as you might be able to guess. Get that shield, actually. Oops, didn't mean to hit the console there, folks. There we go. So, really having an inventory does nothing. We have to use it, destroy it, but now we've learnt the spell tome, the spell sparks. I don't think we'll be using it very much. We will equip the iron shield, and actually I will war button there. I will take that torturous steel dagger. It's better than the one we've got at the moment anyway, let's put it that way. More lockpicks and potion of minor healing in there. Don't miss it, I've done it enough times. This door has nothing in it, but I'm picking it for experience. Gotcha. This one has a skeleton in it that sometimes has gold on it, plus there's a money purse in there anyway. Skeleton had gold on it this time, nice, and coin purse. Now the way you level up in this game, by the way, is you have several sub-skills, and we'll go through the skills when you hit, you can see. And every time to level these up, you actually have to do things with that skill. For example, if you want to get better at one-handed weapons, you have to hit people with one-handed weapons. You want to get better at archery, you have to shoot people. You want to get better at wearing light armor, you have to get hit while wearing light armor. You want to get better at sneaking, you have to sneak, etc, etc, etc. And every time these gain a level, as you see, every race also starts out with different bonuses in their respective trees. For example, Argonians start with anything that's 20 has an extra 5 in it to begin with, and there's also one that has a plus 10, in this case it's lockpicking. So Argonians start with light armor, sneak, pickpocket, restoration, and alteration at 20, and lockpicking at 25. Each tree has perks in it, as you can see. Some require a certain level, the opening perk does not. It's always a boost to the general skill. Every time you level up your main level, you gain a perk point you can use to put into one of these trees. And to level up, as I say, you have to, when you level up your subcategories, your skills, you will get a point, you'll get some experience towards leveling up your actual character. Now, I really wanted to Leroy this place because I've done this so many times.
General Tullius arrives.
I'm not waiting to be killed by a dragon. We need to fall back.
Really though, in character,
Just give the
I'll be
general some
waiting
time.
with the... I'll be with the party.
At your best. What are you doing?
Accidentally hit Rayloff there, he was in the way. Also, it's interesting that I found. Well, it makes sense if you know what this stuff is. See that purple stuff? There's fire on it.
Just a scratch. I cannot best you.
Oh god.
Let's go on ahead.
That's everything. Yeah, I accidentally killed a couple of stormcloaks in the in that. Take that. Those arrows.
Guide the boat of them.
And you. There's usually people down here. You don't have anything useful on you. Also, I find it's a common problem with Let's Players. You run faster with your sword not out, your weapon's sheathed for the record. So, yeah, the speed you want to keep your weapons in. You have arrows, and I'm not getting the bows for a reason. Oops, picked up the sword up there, that meaning too.
Let's
Go
see
this
where this
way.
goes.
Hit that lever with the E button. I think I hit it at the right time, yeah I did. You can come through here. Come on, Rayloff. You have to be like behind him in order to get him to move. Like if you run on ahead, he'll just stand there waiting for you.
They're going back that way now.
Tell me about it.
Better push on. The rest of them will have to find another way out.
Yeah, indeed they will. So here there is a health potion. Just in case you're wondering why I'm going this way. I think there's a coin purse as well. Yes, there is. As well as a skeleton which has gold on it. And a potion of minor healing. Useful little detour that. I think here, I think there's some spiders. I know there's some spiders somewhere in this dungeon. Just trying to remember where exactly they are. Yeah, it's here.
That doesn't go anywhere.
No shite, Rayloff.
Guess we better try this way.
Rayloff, no shite. Let's go. Now be wary, on master difficulty, these guys will screw you up. I mean, we're playing on the normal difficulty, which is adept, I think. That's nowhere near as bad. Kill move. Still, these guys will screw you over so badly.
Many eyes, no?
Tell me about it. There's another enemy that'll screw you over here if you try and Leroy it on master. Potion of health here. An iron dagger which is useless. There's money in here.
Hold up! There's a bear just ahead. See her? I'd rather not tangle with her right now. Let's try to sneak by. Just take it nice and slow. And watch where you step. Or if you're feeling lucky, you can take this bow. Might take her by surprise. Go ahead.
Something interesting.
I'll follow your lead and watch your back.
At this precise moment, I'm just letting the game walk on its own. I've pressed the button that lets it auto walk. Here, you are close enough to the bear that you'll be gaining sneak experience. But in this position, you've got no chance of her ever spotting you. So basically, you can leave the game running like this for like half an hour and come back and have a massive sneak score, just to prove as well that it is indeed leveling up my sneak. See, we're building experience here. Oops, wrong button. It is slowly building up the bar. Detected? I didn't think she actually detected me. Tricky part is trying to find a place like here where you will just walk indefinitely and never actually walk into the bear's line of sight. It takes a while to level up, but we're just going to snipe her. Gonna say detected.
Sneaking is overrated.
Normally you can kill her in 2 shots if you're not stupid like me. We got the kill that way. We're going to search the bear. So I've played away, but there's nothing else of interest in this cave. So let's head out.
That looks like the way out. I knew we'd make it.
And we're out of here. Quest complete.
Wait! There he goes. Looks like he's gone for good this time.
Yeah.
No way to know if he's made it out alive. But this place is going to be swarming with Imperials soon enough. We better clear out of here. My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwoods, just up the road. I'm sure she'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
There we go. So now we're free to basically do what we want. To explain the thingy we have up there, our compass. Obviously it has the 4 directions on it. north, south, east and west. That arrow over there is our current quest target. That won't always be on there, but generally most quests will have a target you can run an arrow so you can tell where they're going. You can disable that in the menu if you so wish. And also, these little black icons are landmarks. As you get closer to them, they'll get bigger and bolder, as you can see this one doing here. I didn't mean to draw that. Click the mouse button by mistake. And once you get within a certain radius of it, the colours invert, and you've discovered them. Now we're going to be going with the Warrior Stone here, because even though we're going to be a sneaky thief kind of build, a thief assassin kind of usually blip, there are enemies in the game that you are not going to be able to sneak attack, because, well, at least I've never been able to pull it off. And even if, up until later on in the game when you get the more powerful perks in the sneak tree, you are going to have to do some fighting. Thus, I'm going to pick the Warrior Stone so that all my warrior attributes, like my fighting abilities, will level up faster. There's usually a pack of wolves along here. Usually around this bend, I think, they show up. I've done the beginning part of this quest a lot, so I'm kind of used to how it plays. And I encountered the wolves today. That's odd. Right. So what we're going to do, we're going to land here. Really would have liked those wolves to show. What we discovered? We discovered that. So now we're going to head back up the hill to go to this mine up here. The symbol with the hammer and the pick is a mine. So we're going to head up to that mine now. Iron ore vein there, but we can't mine it because I haven't got a pick. I'm surprised I haven't hit those. Usually there's... There we go! Either around here somewhere. You got a sneaky hit, didn't you? There's 3 of them! Now there's only 1. Dead. Gotta take those pelts. I'll take that, why not? I need to harvest that, but whatever. So it's their pelts. And we're gonna go along here. Draw our blades again, because I know there's a bandit out here. There he is.
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Stabs the neck. He's got a steel sword, that's nice. We'll take that, and I think he's got hide armor that's not as good as our current armor, but we can wear those shoes. I've done that, I know that for a fact, that they have been modified. And we will equip that steel blade. How it is. Steel. Oh, that's a steel dagger. Whoops. Steel sword, there we go. That's better. As you can see, this one's also been edited by the mod. Better cheap weapons, it's thinner, more like a real sword. And generally it's cool. I'm gonna hit the walk button, there we go. Then there's a woodsman, whoops, there's a woodsman's axe around here somewhere, there we go. That'll allow us to craft our own ammunition later. So now in we go to Embershard. We've almost got a level up, which is nice. We're going to hit control, start sneaking again. And we're going to sneak down this mine. This is a tripwire, don't walk through it, it activates a trap. But you can activate it ahead of time if you know it's there. I might go in and do some alchemy, but I don't really find alchemy useful. And I'm actually going to unequip that shield of mine because it's classed as heavy armor. I think. Yep, heavy armor, so I'm going to unequip it.
Have someone standing guard out there. Don't forget the rock trap we rigged up.
Makes it easier for me to
So,
speak.
stop your worrying and get some rest. Your shift is coming up, and I don't want you dozing off again like last time.
So we're gonna wait for that guy to get into his bed, and I'm gonna make a quick jump. To get some distance away.
Huh?
He never normally spawns me. The bandits, the AI and the bandits is pretty stupid though. I mean, look, he's right next to me.
Someone there?
Like, how could you not see I'm here? You walk right beside me.
Over here!
Like, he was literally right next to me at some of those points. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the other one's on his way.
Tell you what, you start running, or I can stab you in the back.
Kill shot. You see what I mean about how stupid the AI is, though? Like, you were right next to me at half of that. I think that fur armor is just as good as my... longsword, huh? That fur armor is just as good as the Imperial armor, so we'll be wearing that over the Imperial armor because, seriously, screw the Imperials. There we go. Get this pick and start mining the ore vein. Get 3 ore per vein. Which always sounds to be a bit silly, but there you go. Up here there isn't much useful. There's this ore vein here. Also you might be able to notice the ores are really well pronounced in this. I've got the glowing ores mod running, which is a lifesaver in my opinion, just because like how friggin' difficult the ore is to find sometimes. This one I've missed on several occasions because the default iron ore texture, that colour of it, is really difficult to see. Coin purse. So yeah, I'm gonna go up here, activate this, and jump.
Is someone there? What was that?
No, nothing's here. So another mod I've had to install as well is a green water fix mod. There's no water blur, sadly, because it was making the game unplayable.
Anybody there? Thought I heard something.
I love a challenge!
Could you re-equip my shield? But he's power attack straight to the face, yeah, that makes sense. You're dead. Come on then. That it? You done? Oh, you can't do anything there!
You think you can take...
Yeah, actually, considering you're in water and can't fight in water. I don't want the mace stuff, I'm a swordsman. You will be using swords. When you're in water like this, you can't do anything with your weapon at all, so... And also, I forgot to mention earlier that as an Argonian, we have unlimited water breathing, so we never drown. And also, we have... 50% resistance to diseases, and we have an ability called the Hit Skin, which is like tank mode engage.
Now you're mine.
You came around the corner faster than I was expecting. Kill shot. I was trying to be clever there. I'm not taking the key because picking locks is experience. Once again, we're just going to mine this ore vein. It's going to be a very long kind of thing. Good. Now we can go along here and open this door. Gotcha. interesting find. Amulet of Mara. And a helmet of Miner and oak flesh. Oh, interesting stuff there. So let's use those two bones. Damn. Oh well. It's the first lockpick broken. There's nothing in there, I just did it for experience. I'm not using that level up just yet, because when you level up you get a free health and free health, magic and stamina refill. So I tend to save them for like, oh my god, I'm in deep shit moments. There we go. So we're just doing all this mining. I forgot there's a bandit around here. Oh well. Let's dance.
No one bests an orc.
Yeah, don't step on things. I found that out. It hurts. This is the first time that's happened to me. You also had a steel sword. I'll take that food because what the hell not. I don't find to be too useful in this game. Eventually I might install a realistic Legion Diseases mod, but
Time to end this little game.
Looky here.
you got a steel two-hander. Slightly scared of you. You had a steel greatsword. I'll take that because that'll sell. Bonk. And kill shots. Done. Search you for a hunting bow and arrows. That's studded armor. It's going to be a question, do I want the fur or do I want the studded? I think I'm going to stick with the fur for now. Down here there is a little thing with another iron ore vein. And a coin purse and another novice locked chest. I'm impressed this game's running at 60 frames per second even with the recording going. That hide shield is nice because that's actually classed as light armor. So we'll equip that over the steel shield because that's it doesn't give as much protection as the steel one, but it's light armor. Thus, I went all right that way because there's more iron to be found down here. I'll mostly do things like crafting and such off camera. I'm gonna get all the ore I can during the dungeon trips because I'm a forgetful sod and I tend to forget that I've not mined all the ore there. And I also forgot down here as well. That would have been embarrassing. Okay, that and that. Don't want either of those. Already got steel. That and that. Now that book there, that's a skill book. If you read that, it immediately gains you a level in a certain skill. That one it's smithing. They're best saved, however, for the later levels in the game when you really need a lot of experience to gain a level. I'm not sure how many skill books of each kind there is, but I know there's not that many. So that one will be useful when I'm like smithing level 90 and it takes forever to get my level ups. I think I missed another ore vein down there, but we're just gonna mine this. Alright then. With no boss level or anything, we're gonna level up. We can now increase either our magic or our health or our stamina by 10 points. We're going to increase our health by 10 points. And we're going to put a point into sneak. We're now 20% better at sneaking. Which, in other words, means that we're harder to detect. So when we're sneaking, we've got less chance of being discovered. Now, this game I'm running is the Legendary Edition, so it has all the DLCs installed. It has Dawnguard, Hearthfire, and Dragonborn. I'm not quite sure what order I'm going to be doing them in, but I know what we're doing first. We're going to be doing a quest line that's one of my personal favourites. I'm going to skip that bit. I know where I'm going
Papa isn't too strangers, but you seem alright.
I'm going to skip that bit of a quest marker there, because he's just going to tell us, he's going to thank us for helping Rayloff out of there, and she's going to tell us to go and talk to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun, and Whiterun is our next destination, so I'm skipping that part of the quest. I mean, you do get healing potions out of it, but I can go back and talk to her at any point, I think, and get those healing potions. There's usually a wolf around here. There it is. Take that pelt. Sheath my blade. I'm going to take the long path. Actually, no, I'm going to take the short path. The way you're supposed to go is a long way around there. But if you know where you're heading, you can just cut that out and head this way. Now, it's this farm ahead of me, I'm pretty sure, where the encounter that I want to happen happens. Stop drawing your blade ahead of time, Furiora. Save some stamina, you're going to need it. I'm pretty sure it's on this farm. Or that. There it is. That's a giant.
You look strong. Come to Jorvaskr and be a companion.
You have nothing on you.
Fight with us and you'll have
Elena's
stories to
gonna
tell. You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, brother.
What's a shield, brother?
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
Can I join you?
Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskr. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
So there you go. You can talk to the other companions even if you don't get that. Even if you don't go to that encounter, you can bypass it completely, and you'll still be good. You'll still be fine. You get some slightly different quests. You get some slightly different dialogue inside your Jorvaskr itself if you do that encounter, though. Now we are going to have a follower in this playthrough, and a lot of people would immediately think, "Oh, you're going to pick Ayala, or you're going to pick Vilkas, or
You get to the cloud
Arcus, or
very
whatever."
often. Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
You're so lucky I've not found out my power yet. You'd be getting something. Let's put it that way. No spoilers over here. But no, we're not going to pick either of those. I've got a custom companion. A custom companion waiting for me. We'll be going through. Oh gods.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
The level up too. I'm going to put that level up. We're also going to get some more stamina this time. I'm going to put that level up into smithing. So we can now craft steel weaponry and armor. We're going to open the door to Whiterun and head on inside.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial
Quickly
soldiers.
use the smelter.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own.
Make all
Why
those
don't you
iron
swallow
ingots.
that?
Need a whole
Sorry for that.
storm cloak. Besides, Greymane would
I'm going to
never
use the
make
tanning
steel.
rack here. I'm just going to show some of the mods I've got installed along here, basically.
I'll take the... Don't expect a miracle.
Get some strips. I'm going to go to here, the blacksmith's forge, iron. We're going to make, so as you can see here, we have the Skyrim expanded weaponry mod. That's part of that. As is that long sword we found earlier. That's a one-handed sword with the mesh of the two-handed sword. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe it does use the... It could use the mesh of the regular one. Right, because I've upgraded the mesh of that one. And we've got the two parrying daggers here. Whoops. Two parrying daggers. We're going to create this one. It's not quite as strong as a regular iron shield, which is there. That's 22. That's 11. It's half as strong, but it's lighter. And for this kind of character, to me, it makes more sense to be using a thievy kind of character, or who do want to be looking a big shield around. It makes more sense to me, to him having a dagger in his offhand to parry with. It's used exactly like a shield, uses the exact same animations as the shield. It's just a dagger. If I toggle free camera. Whoops. So
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon.
You can
One
see
of those horrors comes here. We'll
that I
be ready.
have that. We'll toggle free camera again. I'm going to go get our companion. We're going to join up with the companions as well. Well, as you can hear that preacher, I hate him. Granted that he preaches about Talos, thus, you know, it kind of works out. I hate the guy. I really hate the guy. So we're going to go in here and...
Those two at it again.
Oh, God.
Just keep moving. You'll wear them out.
Hey, watch it!
And there's a fight going off. I'm going to go ignore them. Of course, considering the companions hate elves, I've always found this funny. That up there is an elven sword. I'm going to toggle free camera again, so I can move around. I'll show you. That is an elven sword. Clearly see the mod running there. That is definitely the modded version. The glass warhammer there. And these two are done. That is a dwarven greatsword. And up here is a texture you will see that's different. This is an ebony sword. If you look carefully at that handle, you can see it's a different handle. The sheath's the same, but the handle's different. And for me, that's the important thing. I've always got annoyed at the ebony weapons. Always. Because ebony is a wood, not a metal.
Oh, I'm just a servant, dear.
So really, under what this is, it's a Damascus blade with an ebony handle. And there is because I am a guitarist. And there's our follower. Hi there, Morgan.
We're one of the same. Let's not waste any
I need your
time.
help. So we're going to set you up now. We're going to
We've stopped.
tweak options. We're going to talk about your gear first of all. We're going to enable outfit management, and she's going to get naked for a second while it figures it out. You can see the mod I've got installed for the feet also affects Khajiit feet. And that's good for that, because that allows me to talk about her management in particular. Then we're going to go to combat. You are going to use dual sword weaponry. Yes.
Let's go.
And if we draw my blade, she should, of course, idiot, tweak options. Settings. NPC does not auto-relax. All followers, show him messages, that's good.
Let's go.
There she goes, with her weaponry equipped. She has a elven sword of health absorption, which is actually a mistake. It's meant to be a steel sword like mine. I'll probably take that off her eventually and replace it with a steel blade so she's not too overpowered. And she shoots a weapon at the same time I do. So now I'm going to go talk to Kodak. And that's a necroscope thing. I always call him Kodak. Necroscope called him Kodak and it kind of caught on to me.
Still here.
A stranger comes to our hall.
I'd like to join the companions.
Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting him.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies, but perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, boy?
I can handle myself.
That may be so. This is Vilkas. He will test your arm. Vilkas, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
Aye.
So,
Let's get going.
again, he takes a while to actually get up, but if you run out to the yard, he'll be there waiting for you. We now have our follower, Morgan, who will follow us everywhere.
We've stopped.
So Vilkas will be... Here he is. Draw a blade. Get ready to fight.
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do...
Pretty good arm you have there.
Not bad. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. So you do what we tell you. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
The sad thing is, at this point, you're probably right. The question is, will Yorland be up here? Yes, he will.
What brings you here?
Vilkas sent me with his sword.
I'm guessing you're the newcomer then.
Does Vilkas always send newcomers on errands?
Oh, don't worry too much about it. They were all whelps once. They just might not like to talk about it. And don't always just do what you're told. Nobody rules anybody in the companions.
Someone has to be in charge, though.
Well, I'm not sure how they've managed it, but they have. No leader since Ysgramor. Kodlak is the Harbinger, and he's a sort of advisor for the whole group. But every man is his own.
Folks.
Every woman, her own.
I need to be going.
I have a favor to ask.
What is it?
I've been working on a shield for Aela. My wife is in mourning, and I need to get back to her soon. I'd be much obliged if you could take this to Aela for me.
I'm happy to lend a hand.
That's a good man.
Right then. So down here we go. Oop, bloody hell. Whoop. Down into here.
Oh, I'm...
And Ayala, I believe, is through here. Yep, she is.
Ysgramor himself wouldn't have the patience to deal with all the rabble around here.
I have your shield.
Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Good to see you made it up here.
You know this one? I saw him training in the yard with Vilkas.
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight?
I don't care for boasting.
Ah, a man of action. Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas. Did you call me?
Of course we did, Icebrain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelps sleep.
New blood? Oh, I remember you. Come on, follow me.
I'm waiting.
Haven't seen your face before. I'm watching you.
Skjor and Aela like to tease me, but they're good people. They challenge us to be our best.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Nice to have a new face around. It gets boring here sometimes. I hope we keep you. This can be a rough life. The quarters are up here. Just pick a bed and fall in it when you're tired. Telma will keep the place clean. She always has. Alright, so here you are. Looks like the others are eager to meet you. Come to me or Aela if you're looking for work. Once you've made a bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do. Good luck. Welcome to the Companions. By the way, we've gotten a letter. I don't know what the fight is about, and that's not our business anyway. I just need you to go out there, look tough, and scare this milk drinker into submission.
Right.
No more than that. I don't want to hear about a killing, understand?
I can handle that.
Go. Bring honor to yourself, and the Companions. By the way, if you're looking for something to do...
I don't know why it looped that, but whatever. So, we're just gonna sleep for... let's sleep for a good 12 hours, get up at 10 AM. And this is actually going to engage the pumping iron mod that you saw earlier that will actually give me a bit of muscle mass, which I've always found interesting. You know, I've always thought that'd be kind of cool to see. Like, you get to see your character improve muscle
What kind of weapon do you prefer? I like the smaller, quicker blades.
Let's get going.
Yes, you're very fond of saying that. You know I like hammers and axes.
Aren't they slow? I can get in and out before you have one swing.
So not a load of
Let's
muscle
test
growth,
that out sometime.
Not a load of muscle growth, but I had not been training for that long, so... You'll see some improvement of... You know, eventually you'll see improvement. You'll be able to, like...
I'm still here.
You know, you'll be able to, like, see some improvement, like, eventually once I get later on in this game and I'll have leveled up a lot and trained a lot and such, you know, back at this earlier thing, and you will see a difference in the muscle mass of the character. Let's want to discover Dragon's Reach because that's an important location we'll be using for fast traveling. I'm going to go to my quest icon once it's done auto-saving. Oops. And just
Been seen in the
enable
company
that.
of the Companions. That's an honorable path to run, friend.
I hate that guy.
I know your family's honor is important to you.
I was going to go intimidate someone, I think it's stable hand. And actually, no, it's not hard to believe that Helgen was destroyed by a dragon. I was there.
Ah, Isolde, was it? What brings you
Go along here, open this place.
I'm still
Over
here.
here. I used to be able to make that jump. But again, I had a mod on one of my characters that gave him dragon wings. I've still got that mod running, but obviously I don't have it at the moment. I may get it, who knows. Let's see here, yes, it's you that needs to be intimidated. Right there.
Man like you needs a warhorse. You can't scare me into submission. Let's go.
Come on. Let's see what you're made of.
Just going to stand there and fight.
Lucky hit.
Obviously I have a... It's not...
Fight!
It's not well known, actually.
You're tougher than you look. You got me. Fair and square.
Drive that snow back to the ground.
You know what you have to do.
I'll take care of it. Just please leave me alone.
Also, I find it's kind of interesting as well, that if you look, like, at the animations... Argonians actually have claws they use, which I've always found. It doesn't show up on their racial skill abilities and such, but they do actually have them. They do actually have them, and they do give a bonus. They're not, it's not as pronounced as the Khajiit's bonus to hand, they get like a plus 15% bonus, I think. Argonians, it's like plus 8 or something. I'm just going to use the fast travel thing. To the Dragon's Reach. That's why I discovered it, really. Oh, that's the page you get when you open the game for the first time, actually. It's interesting.
Let's get going.
Alright, well, good. I'm going to jump down here, and then down here, and over here, and I've made a mistake. Oh, I can make it. Good. And we're going to go inside to return to Barkus. There you are. There you are.
Some people don't think I'm smart. Those people get my fist. but you, I like.
I've took care of the problem in Whiterun.
You seem to have a knack for this kind of thing. I'll make sure people in charge know.
Looking for work.
Skjor was looking for you earlier.
Oh? What does he want?
Don't know. He just said he needed to talk to you before you do anything else. I don't like making him angry, but there is some work for you if you want it.
No, that'll do for today, folks. I'll record some more some of the times, I would
We've
assume.
stopped. What is it?
But for now, I'm going to bid you farewell. We have started our quest. We have our follower, and we're beginning to make a name for ourselves.
Let's get going.
In the companions. So until then, I've been Furiora Hellseer. Until next time.
Let's get going.
Good luck, and fare thee well.